it's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing a new makeup tutorial for you guys. This is a makeup tutorial on the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic eyeshadow palette. So I used this palette to get this really nice kind of orangey look, and I kept it very monochromatic with an orange blush and an orange lip. So I don't really have a lot to say. So I guess I'm just going to send you on to the tutorial. So don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like the look and watch in high definition. And without further ado, here comes the tutorial. So the first thing I'm going to use is these Equate Eye Allergy Relief Eye Drops. So I just got a new one. My old one started to smell funky, so I threw it away and I got this one. And these eye drops really takes all the redness out of my eyes. I do get these on eBay from America because you can't get these kind of eye drops in Denmark. In Denmark these are illegal, so I could imagine that these are not the greatest for your eyes actually. So I only put these in my eyes when I film or when I have like a special occasion that I want to have extra bright eyes for. So I definitely would not recommend using these every single day. But my allergies are a little crazy today. They have been the past few days. So I'm definitely going to use them today. And when I just put them in, my eyes will water and they will be a little more red, but then the redness will completely go away. So to prime my face, I'm going to use this new one I got on vacation. This is the Catrice Prime & Fine Beautifying Primer, and it says it has a soft focus effect. So I'm just getting my hair behind my ears. And I used this primer while on vacation and I really liked it. It does give like a really nice finish on the skin, and I love how little I need to use. A little goes such a long way with this primer. And you guys know I use an under eye primer, so this is just the Smashbox one. I'm so happy to sit down and film today. It has been a whole month since I last filmed. I did pre-record videos, so I have only been gone from YouTube like 2 weeks. But yeah, it's been a whole month since I last filmed. So while on vacation I got this sample of a Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour wear and comfort retouch free divine perfection SPF 15 foundation. So it's just a little sample. I got 2 samples of this and I used one of them, and I'm really sorry to say that I actually really like this foundation. And I'm sorry because now I'm probably going to go out and get it because it actually looks beautiful on my face. So this is the color number 3, which is a little dark for me normally, but I did get a tan slash a little bit of a sunburn, so it's going to be okay. And by the way, you guys, I use 1 full sample for each, foundation application. So that means I literally use 1 milliliter each time I do my foundation. And normally there's only about 30 milliliters in a foundation. So I literally use a foundation in 30 days. That is not a long time at all. But I mean, we all knew that. I like to cake up on the foundation. So I feel like using a foundation brush today. You guys know I normally always use my beauty blender. But I have a lot of foundation brushes and I need to put them to use. So this is one of the foundation brushes I got from I believe a 10-piece set from eBay. And I'm just spraying it with some setting spray. That's not so bad. I like this kind of slanted foundation brush. I like that more, I think, than like a regular flat top brush. So I actually quite like this brush. This was like a super inexpensive brush from eBay, but it's not leaving my skin super streaky, and it's also doing, it's packing on the product pretty well. And by the way, this is the full sample, so I'm only going to do 1 layer of foundation today. And it's not, it's not complete coverage, but it's pretty good, so I'm okay with that. So for concealer, I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me, and this one is in the color Fair. And since I am tan at the moment, this is going to be my concealer and my highlight. I normally don't highlight my face because I'm so fair, so nothing really highlights my face. But since I do have a tan going on, this is light enough for me to use as a highlight. So let's go ahead and apply this. This concealer is amazing. It's like my favorite, my all-time favorite concealer. So I'm just doing the reverse triangles underneath my eyes to give me a nice and bright-eyed look. And then let's highlight the chin, the cupid's bow, the forehead I'm also going to highlight, and I'm also going to highlight just down the nose. And I'm going to use my little W7 Power Puff to blend it out. And I'm just using my foundation brush to kind of help blend that out. And then the under eye. And again, I'm using my foundation brush to go over kind of the lines where the foundation meets the concealer. So my favorite powder for my under eye area is my Mercier or my e.l.f. under eye setting powder. And I use my favorite brush for the under eye area, which is this one from Kat Von D. And I'm also using a little bit of this powder on the other places I used concealer. So for the rest of my face, I'm going to use this New York Color Smooth Skin BB Radiance Perfecting Powder. This is in the color 001 Naturally Beige. And I'm using this one today because normally this powder is a little bit too dark for me. But with my tan, it matches, so I can get some use out of it. So I'm just using a little bit of this on all the areas where I did not use concealer, so on my foundation. And I'm trying just to do a thin layer. This powder is very pigmented, and I'm just blending it down onto my jawline and onto the neck. So I'm just wiping down my lips. And then I'm going to try out this new e.l.f. lip primer and plumper. I'm going to use the plumping side. It smells so much of cinnamon. It actually makes me wish it was Christmas time. So let's try it. It does tingle a little bit. So for my face, I'm going to use the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. And I'm going to bronze with this color here in the middle. It's the most warm tone of the three contour slash bronzers. And I'm using this e.l.f. Stipple Brush. It's burning a little bit now. It's not, you know, it's not horrible, but I can definitely feel it working, or burning at least. And I always like to bronze up my forehead a little bit because I have a longer face, so I try to cut it off a little bit. And that's also why I take it all the way across and then underneath the jaw. So this might be a little risky, but since I do have a tan, I'm going to try and contour with this darkest color. So I actually really love that. So now I'm just going to blend this a little bit out. And then I'm going to use this color over here for my nose contour. Do you guys see this weird ass tan line I have on my hand? Like right here. So I'm going to do my blush and highlight later. For now we're going to move on to the eyes. So we are nice and zoomed in now. So I have been doing my brows differently while on vacation. So I'm going to show you guys that right now. So I used the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade. This is in the color Soft Brown. So instead of doing my eyebrows really arched, I do them quite straight. So I'll show you. I kind of go a little bit below where my actual eyebrows are. And I just bring this in a little bit. So I just do it like that. I follow basically my natural brow shape. And I don't, you know, do them a lot thicker. And I don't do the arch. I don't do the arch a lot higher. So yeah. So then I take my good old trusty e.l.f. brow kit in Ash. And I take this powder side And I just fill in this inner part, so they are still defined, but they are not super harsh. I used to do super harsh brows. I think I've kind of gotten away from that. I still love an intense brow though. And another thing I've been doing differently is that I do not clean up my brows. So we are just moving straight on to eye primer. So I'm going to bring out this Nørgaard color eye base. And I'm just applying this all over. When I would use concealer to clean up my brows, I wouldn't apply my base up to the brow. But since I'm not using concealer today, I am applying it all the way up here. And I just blend it in with my finger. So now we're going to use the Galaxy Chic palette from Beige Cosmetics. And I'm going to use the color Saturn. So I'm applying this color all over my lid. And I did just wet the brush. And I just use my setting spray to do that. So then I'm going to use this fun orange color. This is Venus. And I'm just applying this color into the crease. And I'm using a concealer brush. It's quite a dense brush. And I'm using this because I want a lot of pigment. It's not a very pigmented eyeshadow. So I am going to blend it out later with a blending brush. So now I'm just blending this orange color out with my MAC blending brush. So now I'm going to use this dark cranberry color. This is called Aphrodite. And I'm using another concealer brush to apply this to the outer corner. And I go ahead and blend that out with the brush I used for the orange. So now I'm going to take the color NARS and I'm applying this along the lower lash line. And I am using this color wet because I'm not using a base. This color is beautiful. It has a nice red undertone that really comes out when you wet it. So there are not really any highlight colors in here. So I'm going to use the face highlights. So I'm going to mix the Balm Mary Luminizer and e.l.f. baked eyeshadow in Enchanted. And I'm going to highlight the brow bone. Ooh, that is shimmery. And I'm also highlighting the inner corner. And I'm just blending this out a little bit. So I'm not going to do an eyeliner for this look. So let's move on to mascara. So I just used my W7 Groovy Curls eyelash curler. And now I'm going to use my new Dior Show waterproof mascara. And this is in the color Catwalk Black. So this is what the Dior Show looks like on. I really do like this mascara. It makes my very average lashes look the best that they can. So I am going to top this look off with some Wispies by Idole. So I'm using my Tweezerman tweezers to apply this with and my Revlon lash glue. So I'm actually not loving this Revlon glue. It's so sticky, it's like it never gets dry, it remains sticky. Ugh. And I don't like the applicator. This little brush, it comes with like no product. Ugh. It's just, I don't like this glue at all. Anyways, I love these eyelashes. These are the Idole Wispies, which are some of my favorites. So now to finish off the eyes, I'm going to use this Silk Kissimmee not liquid eyeliner, pencil eyeliner by L'Oreal. So I'm starting on the top and I'm also going on the bottom. I feel like adding black in the waterline really just brings the whole eye look together. So I'm moving back into my Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to mix these two colors for underneath my eyes. So I'm just applying that a little bit to brighten up my under eye area. For blush, I'm using this 10-piece blush palette from Beige Cosmetics. And I'm going to use this bright orange. And I'm just applying a little bit of that. This color is really intense, so you have to be kind of careful with it. It's actually coming up a little more pink on my cheeks. I'm not sure if that's because there was some pink blush on the brush beforehand. That's probably why. So now I'm using my highlight duo to highlight my face and the nose and above my lips. And I'm going to set my makeup with this City Color All Set setting spray. And then finally for my lips, I'm going to use Fruit Cocktail Lip Pencil by MAC. By the way, do you guys think my lips look bigger after the lip plumper? I don't really see a difference. So that, you guys, is the finished look. And by the way, I wanted to say, please excuse that my boobs are a different color than my chest. I was wearing a dress that cut off right here, so it's just tan lines. But back to the makeup. This is my finished Galaxy Chic eyeshadow palette tutorial. And of course you can totally do this look if you don't have this palette, just use similar colors. I think this look is perfect for the summertime. So if you like this look, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. So take care and bye bye!